What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Fulham preview. There are just 6 games to go this season. 6 more games with Jurgen as manager and probably some of these players as well. It isn't in our own hands at the minute, and that's what makes this situation really frustrating. Had we even beaten Crystal Palace last weekend, we would be going into these remaining 6 games top of the Premier League. But as it stands, we've got to rely on Manchester City slipping up. And let's be honest, with them going out of Europe, many of us aren't really expecting any favours there. But we can't do anything now. We've got to just try and win these 6 games and see where that takes us. So for me, I'm going to give you a bit of a trigger warning here. I have made some changes to the starting 11. I cannot keep wanting to see those same players that are underperforming playing week after week when they just aren't answering the call of the manager or the fans. So I've made some changes to my starting 11. But before we get into that and I give you my score prediction, just a bit of an update around the injuries going into the game. Connor Bradley, Thiago Alcantara and Joel Matip are the only long-term absentees. Stefan Bajcetic is still working his way back to fitness as well. I don't know how close he's going to get to his senior team return, so I haven't included him in this squad. But other than that, we are pretty much in good shape. So let's have a look at how Fulham are getting on coming into this game. We'll start off with the head-to-heads, the last games between the two sides. 3rd of December, Liverpool played out a bit of a belter of a game with Fulham, 4-3 victory. In the Carabao Cup, we beat them by 2-1 and drew 1-1 in Fulham in the first leg. And Fulham's recent form coming into this game, 14th of April, they beat West Ham by 2-0. There was 2 losses before that. 6th of April, they lost 1-0 to Fulham, or to Newcastle, excuse me. 2nd of April, as you can see, they lost 3-1 to Nottingham Forest. There was a draw against Sheffield United on the 30th of March, and they beat Spurs by 3-0 back on the 16th of March. So that's how Fulham are coming into this game. Now let's have a look at what score I think this one's going to be. As I said, folks, we are starting our watch along, as you can see on the screen there, from 3:30 at the weekend. It's a 4:30 kickoff, and as always, we'll be live an hour beforehand. What's my score prediction though? Well, I've gone for a 2-1 Liverpool win. It could be anything, this. As you've seen from those Fulham scores a moment ago, they've been involved in some high-scoring games with us and with others this season. So 2-1 feels like it's probably underplaying the amount of goals we'll see. But I say this with very little conviction. How can I feel confident going into any games at the minute based off what we've seen since just before and since the international break? But as I mentioned, I'm going to go into my team selection now, and you will see changes, and I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. So, to start off, my friends, let's have a look at the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. Well, as much as I would like to rest Virgil van Dijk, and I would because he's played an ungodly amount of games this season, I don't think we have anybody else that we can put in there. Yeah, maybe Gomez could do a job, but for me, I have to keep playing Virg, and that's why I think we need another centre-back. Virg's form has been a bit shaky, but he is probably still, well, he is the best centre-back we have at the club. So, taking that into account, I have to keep playing him. So, it's Alisson in goal for me. And then I've brought in Jarell Quansah to play alongside Virgil van Dijk. I think Canade has looked a little bit shaky recently. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I don't know what it is. I mean, I could just keep making excuses for him, but I truly just don't know what it is. But what I do know is he's giving away too many fouls. He's getting too touch tight to people. And I say these same things week after week, but nothing changes. I'm not trying to say write Ibu off. We know what he's capable of. He has the ability to be one of the world's best centre-backs, but he just needs a little bit more consistency. And for me, I don't think he's been great lately. So Quansah comes in. In the fullback positions, though, what have I done there? Well, exactly as you would expect, really. We don't really have options here. I don't trust Costas over on the left-hand side. I think Joe Gomez has had more than enough games of fullback this season. And Trent, I have to say, I thought he was pretty decent in the 70 he played against Atalanta. And I understood exactly why he had to go off. 70 minutes coming back from injury is a lot of football. So let's go with Trent and Robbo and hope that Trent can start to have an influence on these games and give some firepower or give some feed our strikers, basically give them more opportunities, and then it's up to them to score. So that's my back four. Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Quansah and Van Dijk as your centre backs. Into midfield, this is what I've gone for: Endo, McAllister and Harvey Elliott. And I don't even want to hear about Szoboszlai, and I don't want to hear about Curtis Jones. They've had umpteen opportunities recently and never ever delivered. So something has to change. Yep, I can say McAllister could be in the number 6 position, but I'd prefer to bring Endo back in. He's fresh, having been rested up. And McAllister is much like Virg. I think he has played probably too much football, but he's still our best midfielder at this moment, in my opinion. So I'm going for Endo, McAllister and Harvey Elliott. And if Klopp refuses to play Harvey Elliott again, I don't even know what to say. If we see Jones or Soboslai's name on this team sheet once more, the manager, I don't know if he's checked out, but you can keep doing the same things. You can keep putting the same players in that have underperformed week after week and then leave the likes of Elliott on the sideline or Gravenberch. And by the way, I was close to picking Gravenberch in this team, and I think he should be one of the first teams or one of the first players off the bench if indeed we make changes. If I wanted to go a little bit more ballsy, I could have gone for McAllister in the number 6 and Gravenberch and Elliott. But I just want to give Endo another shout because I think he deserves another opportunity. So that's my midfield. Now this is where I've made a lot of the changes in attack, and it won't please everybody. In fact, some of you are probably going to think I've lost the plot. But I would argue if anyone's lost the plot, it's these forwards and the manager thinking they can keep doing the same things and will just accept subpar performances and subpar tactics, and I won't. So these are the changes. For me, in the wide areas, I've gone for Diogo Jota on the right-hand side and Cody Gakpo to finally get an opportunity in what is his preferred position, which is wide left. At some point, we might as well give him a run. I don't know what the future holds for Diaz. I don't know what the future holds for Salah. But I do know that both of them haven't been living up to the hype recently and they deserve to be dropped. Simple as that, in my opinion. So for me, it's Diogo Jota on the right-hand side, Cody Gakpo on the left. So who goes through the middle? You're going to probably be surprised at what I've gone for, but here you go. Jayden Danns. I've seen enough in his little cameo off the bench in Atalanta last night to let me know that he will at least fight. He will at least try. He will at least give it all. And he isn't short of confidence at the minute. Unlike Darwin, unlike Salah, unlike Diaz. They don't deserve to start the game. And we cannot keep rewarding them for subpar performances. So if they want to get the shirt back, they've got to earn that shirt back. So this is my predicted 11, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone for a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. My predicted 11 is as follows. Alisson Becker in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, centre back pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Jarell Kwanzaa in midfield with Toro Endo, Harvey Elliott and Alexis McAllister. And up top I have gone for all out change with Diogo Jota on the right, Cody Gakpo on the left and Jayden Danns through the middle. So that's what I think, but of course we want to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comment section, drop a like on the video, and just a reminder, we will be live if you're watching this on Friday, tonight at 8:30, where we'll pick the bones out of what happened yesterday, have a chat about what we can expect coming up the weekend, and most importantly, give you guys a chance to vent, because if you're anything like me right now, you're pretty angry at the world, the footballing world I should say. It has been an absolute fustercluck since the international break, and I can't figure out the form that we're in and why. We should be getting better as players come back from injury, but we're not. We're regressing. Some of these players look like they've given up. The manager, I don't even know what to say about that, smiling on the sideline last night and his promise that we will give everything for the last 6 games. Heard it all before, and we haven't seen the results. We haven't seen the performances, so for me, at this point, they're all just empty words until performances start getting better. So now it's over to you. Let us know your thoughts. Don't forget, if you want to get tickets for the live shows, they are on sale now for Dublin and Belfast, both on Ticketmaster if you want to come and see us. The Cardiff show will be August the 2nd. We've just signed the contract for that one. And Liverpool will be August the 4th. Those tickets aren't on sale yet, but we will let you guys know in plenty of time. So again, thank you for giving up some of your time to watch the video. Love to know what you guys think. And I will see you hopefully tonight at 8:30. Until then, have yourselves a lovely Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye.